don't know if it's a Chinese heritage thing or the fact that it's just my family thing. My family in general were always very hardworking. But I would have never got into the catering industry if my father didn't pass away. So he never wanted me to be part of the catering industry, and in all honesty, I never really wanted to be part of the catering industry. I would never have signed up to that day at catering school if he was still alive. Every sector is saturated with restaurants and interpretations of cuisines that if you don't try your best to give customers something that's honest, well priced, then you'll go under, as a lot of restaurants do go under every single day. You know, you go to Chinatown, the restaurants are changing every 6 months, and there's a reason for that. It's because competition is tough. I wanted the restaurant to be a kind of expression of who I am, which is why ultimately it had to be Chinese to some degree, because that's my heritage. But I would definitely encourage, you know, ambitious young people from a similar background as myself, you know, Chinese background, to at least consider going into the catering industry. I think that is very rewarding. I don't think it is a second-class occupation, and I think it's very rewarding, most importantly. Do you think there'll be more young Chinese people wanting to get into the catering industry? In all honesty, probably not. You know, I ask a lot of my friends, you know, would you rather be a chef or a lawyer or a chef or a doctor? And chances are 95% of them will say doctor and lawyer. You know, because it's tied in with immigration. If you can't bring well-trained, passionate people into the country to cook Chinese food, then you can't expect Chinese food to flourish in London. Just watch your general standards of Chinese cuisine slowly slip downwards, which I'm going to say quite controversially that I think is slowly happening. If my fiancée didn't work with me, she would have done to me a long time ago. And in all honesty, I don't think chefs can ever really have a proper family life until they start making sacrifices on the work front. And that scares me a little bit. I get this kind of general impression from a lot of British-born Chinese young adults now who kind of grew up in the 80s. You kind of grow up with a kind of reservation about your Chinese heritage, and you're almost embarrassed and you're almost kind of wanting to shy away from it as much as possible.